What's going on, everybody? My name is Steven. You guys are watching the Fowler Airgun channel. Look, yesterday I posted a video where I introduced my patented magnetic repulsion airgun valve technology that I dropped into my big bore platform. This is a Snow Peak M60B. This is a side cocking lever air rifle here, and yeah, it's 9mm platform, so big bore essentially. And I got to toying around a little bit yesterday with these FX hybrid slugs, and we're actually zipping these things at like 920 feet per second. So putting out, I believe that's over 140 foot-pounds of energy, so that's a lot of power. It's some spicy velocities coming out of this thing. Making some really great groups. I told you I was going to bring you some accuracy testing with this thing. It's really windy today, and it's actually really cold. Today's like the coldest day. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 30 degrees warmer, so maybe tomorrow. Anyways, but what I did want to do is I just had this thought that just occurred to me. So I use the hybrid slugs. I really like the hybrid slugs because they are great for energy transfer, fantastic for massive expansion, great accuracy out to distance, and it's really my go-to if I'm shooting any kind of medium-sized game animals. It just puts a hurting on them. You can see that the way they design these here is that it has this really empty cavity on the inside, and it's not quite that expanded on the inside. I know that they kind of advertise it to look like this, but it's really not quite like that. But that's okay. They still expand very nicely. Soft lead, they do got some alloy to them, so they're a little bit harder, but with these velocities, no problem, they're going to expand. This is the cell phone. Obviously, I hope you understand that. This is a cheap cell phone, actually. One that I had that unfortunately has been dropped and broke, and that happens to a lot of phones. But this one here was just like a cheap track phone I bought for my daughter to go to a sleepover, and it's really just obsolete now. So I've done this in the past where I've shot some cell phones with different caliber air guns, and you know, they almost always stop the projectile. Now, I've never gone to anything larger than 25 caliber, and yes, some of these cell phones have stopped 25 cal, even moving at like 900 feet per second. So these things they're actually built really tough. You know, this is a very slim phone, and unfortunately this is really the only one that I've had. It's an old Samsung phone, but I wanted to shoot this with the 357 with these FX hybrid slugs. Now, this isn't giving us any real ballistics. This is just all just kind of goofing off. It's going to be a quick video, but I got the camera set up. We're going to stick it out at 40 yards. First, I'm going to shoot this water bottle that's out here so that you guys can get a good clear view of what kind of energy transfer these things are making. I'm sure it's going to make a nice pop out there. And then I'm going to stick this out there in a little vise, and that way it's held really sturdy. So that way it's kind of like gripped so it's not moving. And then we're going to try to hit this thing dead on and see if we can make it through this phone. What do you think? You think it's going to go through this thing at over 900 feet per second? You think these FX hybrid slugs out of this air gun platform are going to go through this phone here? I'm kind of curious to see. I'm going to bet it is not going to go through. I think it's going to bulge massively, and I think maybe even split the back open, but I don't think the projectile is actually going to travel through this. That's my prediction. I've never shot this phone or these phones before with this platform, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna get that camera rolling up down range, show you what we got going on out there, and then we're gonna shoot this thing. All right, guys, got the phone here, got the camera set up right next to it. I'm gonna have it's got my macro lens on it, so you should be able to get a nice clear view of this. Focus really well on it right here. Maybe try to slow it down or something, keep out the video. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the vise here and try to crimp it without excessively crimping it. Well, it's looking like we want to kind of leave this handle out of the way out of the back, so that'll probably have to do it. And I'm going to angle it just slightly so that it's kind of more flat for the trajectory there. I'm going to put this water bottle right over here. We're going to shoot the water bottle first, and then we're going to move on over to the cell phone. Place your bets. What do you think is going to happen? Alright guys, so I'm going to be using my Wear Eagle night vision. It has great clarity even during the daytime, so I did mount this on here. I plan to do some nighttime hunting with it. Possibly some predator hunting videos coming up soon. But for now, it's the optic of choice. So We are probably like 240 barb, roughly, just a little bit below. I think I've shot 2 slugs out of here already, but I got a camera rolling down range. Enough talking, let's go ahead and shoot this thing. Let me adjust my picture in here. Alright. It's always fun running back and forth down the range and trying to shoot something, huh? Alright, here we go. Water bottle on the right. Boy, that thing put a hurting on it, didn't it? Alright, here we go. Hopefully the camera isn't soaked with water. We're going to move right on over to the left there, right at the camera, or right at the phone. Here we go. What do you think? Is it going to stop it? Wow, actually, I may need to change my outlook on this. That may not have stopped it whatsoever. It looks like possibly a clean hole. Let's go take a look at it. Alright guys, well, what do you think? You know, actually the first thing I'm noticing walking up to this is kind of scary, is that thing is smoking. That thing is smoking. Kind of creeps me out a little bit. Makes me a little nervous about it. But what do you think, guys? You think we made it through the cell phone? I can tell you from right here, I'm sure you can see that thing is smoking really nice right now, so I'm a little weary about it. But you can see a nice clean hole in the center there, but did it go through? I don't know. Let's find out. Dum 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 dum. Oh, it looks like it went through. I think it did. It's not smoking anymore. That's good. Let's take a look at it. I'm gonna pull this right out. Get y'all set back up right here again. All right. Hopefully this doesn't like set on fire in my hand or anything. Yeah, I think that's hard to tell. That's like, I think it went through. I think it went all the way through. It thing stinks to high heavens. It smells like burnt battery acid plastic. Look at that. I think it went through. That looks like an exit hole to me. So I guess we can say 9mm air gun at over 900 feet per second is going to penetrate a phone. I know that seems kind of silly, but you know, I wanted to find out. And it looks like it hit a good bit of metal. There's some nice chunk of metal sticking out of the back there from the circuit board or something. This thing really stinks bad. But I think that we got our answer. It looks like we did get through the phone. So that's it, man. Almost was out here doing something funky, and I just wanted to try something different. So I mean, it stinks like acetone or something. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy that quick little video there. Just out here goofing off, testing some power. No real ballistics here because I would never be shooting at a cell phone other than just to goof off a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up, subscribe as always, and the same thing. I will see you on the next one.